I'm a warrior. I go to the core. I am invictus. Nothing crushes me, nothing.
You can hold the outside this time, Mike. Oh, Sabatsky binned it. No way. No way, binned. Get on the marbles, mate. Get on the marbles, pa. Oh, no, 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 no. My throttle stuck. Oh, my God. Throttle stuck. It's over. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. There's no way, bro. Bro, I swear to God. This can't be happening to me, bro.
Throw a punch at me, Cryptic. See if I can dodge it. Just my dodging skills, innit?
Yo, what is going on, lads? What's cracking? What's cracking? Bro, the release is here. The release is here. Inside. So, lads, so far, what do you guys think? What is your feeling so far on the game, man? I've done a lot of watching, done less playing. I've done a lot of watching so far today. Yeah, had to go to Valkyrie, had to go to AMG, and I'm currently trying to make a setup for the BMW at Interlagos. So it's very interesting to say the least. But what has been happening with you lot, man? How have you enjoyed the release so far? I actually need to do some laps. Genuinely need to do some laps.
Enabled.
Alright, let's drive around in this BM. Smoothed off, okay. To me, well, in the BMW at least, it didn't feel any different to me, you know, but the AMG feels a little bit off, if I'm honest. Like something not quite right with that, with the way how the force feedback is handling the AMG at the moment. Yo, Mike, what's going on, bro? Cold tires. Oh my God. Damn. So yeah, you can definitely get away with less TC now as well. But this app's awful. Okay, snapping all over the place. I've got a very old BMW setup. I might have to try it. But right now, cold tires, pretty sketchy. Yeah, this guy's edgy right now. My setup is very aggressive. And the tires are still cold. Yo, Race, how you doing, bro? Should I say, Baz, how you doing, brother? Right now the car's super sketchy. Thank you for taking the inside line. Beautiful. Missed the apex. Yeah, fighting the car through there. We're just testing the race pace at the moment. But the setup is not that great. Yep. Alright. We got stuff to fix, bro. Got stuff to... Hey, speak French? No, I don't speak French, man.
Log building finished.
Apart from un, dos, tres. That's it. That's it. That's all I know. That's all I know. I mean, I think that the tire adjustment at the moment is just a little more user-friendly. It's not... It just means that you just have to have more aggressive setups. It just allows you to get away with more aggressive setups, you know? Like if you're running the setups you were running before, they're probably going to be over safe now. So like you don't have to run as much TC as you used to. So that's pretty much where what I'm seeing at the moment. Like the things that you used to do in terms of TC and stuff like that now is probably too safe. Hey, Mikhail, I appreciate it, man. No worries, man. Hey, no, look, bro, it's definitely not not you guys' fault, bro. It's people that choose to cheat and stuff. That's on them, you know. That's their mindset. So I don't know, man. And you know what? It was pretty late. It was 1:30 in the morning, almost 2 in the morning. So he probably thought that nobody would be on that would notice. At 36.5, not that bad for how car feels. Let me just save it. Save setup. Test. W. Right, we'll save that. The session's about to end. It's funny because like the amount of comments that I got in the comment section saying that they didn't think the guy was cheating and stuff like that, and I was like, man, sometimes, you know, people think that we want to find cheat. I don't want to find a cheater, bro. You know what I mean? But it's what it is, man. He paid $290 for the cheat. Oh, that's insane, bro. Wow, $290 he paid. Wow. Man. Maybe, do you know what? I'll type in chat if you don't speak English. All right, wow, $290 is mind blowing. Yo, wow, 336. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. But I know you don't speak English, so I'm gonna type it. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You know, because I'll be honest, I already saw another guy who people know that, well, he cheated on ACC. That Tobias Orlo got caught in LFM cheating. There's a whole video about him. I think George Boothby made it, and I've already seen him on Le Mans. You know? Seen him winning races. Seen him like on like top 10 leaderboards. Just like, bro, it's very hard to get rid of him. Yeah, Jason, man. That's why sometimes it's important to make those videos, bro. Right. Let's try and fix this setup, bro, because right now it's it's cooked. What did I save it as? I wonder if some of these old setups will work. No, they won't. Oh, that. Go to. Right, let's try and figure out this car. Hello, Stephen. How many hoods I got? This is not a hood, this is a hat. It's a normal hat, bro. My hood is behind my head, right here. Right. Let me try and figure out, because the back end feels so loose and I'm not trying to crash and ruin my rating. Let's see if I can figure out a way to make the car just a little bit more pleasant. But happily enough, we got my favorite track for the weeklies this week. Fresh trim. Uh-oh.
Logging enabled.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know you don't speak English, so it's hard to explain it, but, you know, we had this incident once before on ACC a few years back for the SRO Esports Silver event. And I'd been driving so much, I'd been testing the Bentley so much that I knew exactly what the Bentley could or couldn't do. And then there was some guy just doing crazy things in the acceleration zone. And then he got caught. But then, you know, the thing is why cheaters are so difficult to catch in sim racing is because you get the ones that are really smart, that don't race to win, they just race to compete. So as long as they're near the front, they're happy with that. So those are the guys that are hard to catch. It's not hard to catch someone who's rage hacking. It's hard to catch someone who's damn. Oh my God. It's hard to catch someone who's already a very decent driver and just looking for a slight edge. But there's certain signs. Yo, Lunatic, how you doing, bro? Bro, no, the pit lane exit is sketchy here, bro. I'll be real. Cause like, oh my God. No. The same fate. See, this is the issue. This is the issue. Yo, Daddy, how you doing, bro?
Log building finished.
I didn't change tires, damn it.
Logging enabled.
Even with hacks, you'll be slow. Oh man, it's like I think like cheating is just a problem with modern day PC gaming and how much money's involved and recognition that you get and stuff like that. So it's just a issue that many games are gonna face, bro. Like, I don't know why, but it just tells you how big sim racing is getting, because previously this would be a problem that you would only really worry about if you're playing Call of Duty or first person shooters and stuff. But now as sim racing gets bigger, it's weird. Yeah, I tried the Merc. I tried that Spa. If I would have made a setup for it, I would have used it here. Ooh. Cold tires on the rear. Sketch. Oh my God, I'm going round again. All right, clearly I'm running the car too aggressive. Yeah, this is the Evo.
Log building finished.
I can get round the track. I've got pace, but I can't get round the track right now. No, the BMW behaves exactly the same, bro. Exactly the same. It's just that, like, now I would say you can run your TC a lot lower. There's a little bit more rear tire grip, so because obviously for me, I know there's a bit more rear tire grip, then I'm basically just trying to take the piss and trying to set the car up more aggressively to try and find more pace, which obviously if you get it wrong, you're gonna get punished for. So that's where we're at the moment. Yeah, do you know what? Cheating is more just a problem with society and people's mentality to want to have the recognition to be better than they are instead of just putting in the work. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I don't care if someone's faster than me. It makes no difference. If anything, I'll give them a little bit of respect. Do you know what I mean? Because you see guys that are insanely fast, able to do crazy lap times, and when it's legit, it's impressive. So you can only like take your hats off. So never really felt the need to even think about cheating, bro. It's just a weird mentality to have.
Logging enabled.
And like, don't get me wrong, I understand to a certain degree, like, if someone's like young or like they're like teenagers and they do stupid things, and because, you know, everyone does stupid things when you're young, you have to grow up at some stage. But some people will be like grown men, and they're still trying to cheat. Let's see if I've made this safer. Oh. Okay, that's just cold tires, bro. Okay, understeer. Okay, this is down to cold tires, low TC, I think. I need to sort out quickly before the race starts. All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't think the performance has changed because I tried this at Qatar and set almost identical lap time, you know? Oh yeah, tire's not ready yet. Wow. A lot of oversteer at the moment. I had to blip the throttle not to die. A lap interrupted. Might need slightly more downforce, I think. Nice. Pole position, eh? I haven't had a pole in a while. Yeah, back end trying to come round to me out of that corner. Oh my God. Okay. We definitely got the car set up too aggressively. We are running pretty low wing. Right. I've got how long to fix this issue? I've got 12 minutes. 12 minutes to get good. Yeah, I think, look, everyone wants to be as fast as they could possibly be, for sure. Like, that's just the natural ego within most people that race. But at the same time, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I can't spend my life trying to be that guy if I know that that's not there. Look, my peak has gone in terms of speed. My peak was definitely probably about 8-9 years ago. I was probably at my fastest. Now I'm happy to just be able to be in split one, race at a decent pace, be competent. You know, I'm chilling. I'm cool with that. Right. Let's fix this up, man. Right about now, it is looking lethal. Get that. I could try and run my Qatar setup, but I feel like that's gonna be, it's got like too much downforce on. We're probably just gonna end up being super slow down the straight. Let me just double check some other areas of the car. Alright. Cool. Tires. I mean, I'm still technically pretty low wing, but I don't want to go too high. I definitely don't want to go too high on the wing. I feel like it's a weird track. You need a lot of downforce for the middle sector, but then places where you actually overtake, you need some straight line speed. So it's a balancing act trying to get the setup right for this track. But this is like my favorite track on the game. What does I want to change? Tires. That's it. Let me change tires, buddy. All right.
Locking enabled.
And the thing is on LMU, bro, like, you can't beat the racing. Brothers doing 3-point turns and that. Come on. You can't beat the racing on this game, in my opinion. Are we struggling with the cold tires? You shouldn't be struggling that much. Apparently I got rear damage now. All right, let's see. Yeah, I feel like the car's a bit safer now. Oh shit. The car's a bit safer, but it's also lethal. That makes perfect sense. Because of cold tires. Okay, back end's not stepping out there anymore. Okay, it's much safer. All right, this is not going to be a bad first lap, to be honest. As the tires are still cold. Had to catch that. Little bit of understeer there. Yo, Kater, how you doing, bro? Oh my God. I think I know why that's happening. It's gonna put us in the 36s with race fuel. Is it me or is the fuel calculator bugged? I'm not sure. Oh, got well too much fuel in, I think. Okay, that understeer is not nice. You don't need understeer like that. Oh, what? Yeah, the update's good, bro. I'm liking it. I think it's probably a little bit more user-friendly for people that are new to the game as well. Listen to that Mercedes. Oh. I actually want to see what kind of straight line speed they got. Sit behind this guy for the straight. Oh, he got the worst run ever. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of downforce on, I think. Okay, interesting. Okay. Not the best setup at the moment. Yo, Alex, how you doing, bro? Thank you very much. I appreciate that, bro. Your game
Log
keeps
building
crashing.
finished.
Have you tested the integrity of your game files on Steam? Yeah, the AMG on default on fixes is understeery. All right, let me save this. Save. BMW. I think I can completely and utterly fix this up. We shall see. How many laps is it though? Because there's no leaderboard, so I can't see. Oh, Jimmy's doing it. Oh, Jimmy's kind of ranked kind of high, you know. Jimmy's been putting in the time, I can't lie. In the LMP2 though. We got Ian Pfeffer. What, bro? This is how you know there's a lot of people on. I'm never normally this far down. I will take it all day. Just let me beat some of these guys, bro. My driver ranking needs it right now. All right, we'll see. Our setup still needs work, but we'll see what it's saying. I think for half an hour, I'm sure like 65 should be enough. Sure, 65 should be enough. I know Qatar was around about 63%. If I take 65, I should be chilling. "19 laps, perfect. Nice one." Yeah, so yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. I shall do my best. I still need to fix some things in the setup. This is what normally happens anyway. The first race is normally a bit meh. And then I drive the car, realize that certain things need changing, and then the second race should be a little bit better. But you know, I really need to get the change logs for the updates. I haven't actually read them yet. I'm hoping that the balance is a little better for the cars. It did kind of feel like the mid-engine cars were just that bit quicker in open setup. Particularly like the Ferrari, the Porsche, the Lambo, they were like insane. Like you had to work really hard to keep up with one of those. And majority of the time, the only car that could really keep up with them was the Aston. That's because the Aston has like insane tire wear. So we shall see, man. The leaderboard's not working, so we can't see what the fastest lap is, unfortunately. But Ian is taking the AMG. Right, got 1 minute. We are ranked pretty low in this lobby, man. I like this. Because I know there's possibly big gains if I can have a good race, as long as I don't get killed. 19 lap race as well. Right. Go. Fastest lap was a 35.3. Okay. What car were they in? What's OP for this combo? I have no idea yet. Please don't freeze on me, brother. Please. He's in a Porsche. Okay. Yeah, the Porsche was pretty quick before. Yeah, I remember I did a fixed race not too long ago in the Porsche. I uploaded the lap, got like a 34 in quali. So yeah, the Porsche should be quick, but we'll see what the tire wear is saying. I'm gonna try and fix the setup quickly. I can. Alright. Load that. Hopefully I can fix the issues that I'm having. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see if this works or not. Yeah, right. So yeah, we need around, I think I'll take 64% for the race. And in quali is like 8 minutes, so like maybe we'll take maybe 6 laps for quali. It's gonna take a while to get the tires up to temperature and stuff. Just thinking though, man. Just don't want to have understeer. That's the one thing I do not want, because that's what kills your pace, is the understeer. Well, we've got quali now, so if it's too much, then I can change it back. Cool. What's the best GT3 at Le Mans now? 28 kg penalty for the BMW. Yeah, the BMW was way too fast though. Before this patch, it was way too fast. What's the best GT3 at Le Mans now? I have no idea. I hardly ever drive Le Mans, so I couldn't. I'll be lying if I tried to tell you, bro.
Logging enabled.
Right, lads, let's have a good one. I think we're ranked 13th in the lobby, so we just need to finish above that, I guess. I'm gonna try not stress the tires on the first couple of laps. Cheers, Luca. Appreciate it, man. Let's try not damage these tires while they're cold. But it doesn't surprise me that the Porsche is fast, man, because the Porsche is such a nice car to drive in open setup. Yo, AJ, how you doing, bro? I haven't tried any sort of quali simulations at all, so gonna have to be a learning process. But the first lap, we're not gonna bother. We know the tire's not ready yet. Oh my God. Try not to stress the tires and we've done that. Oh my days. God. The back end's very, very light on the exit of that corner. And I have to be careful in the race. All right, here we go. Yo, Rocky, how you doing, bro? Okay, understeer. Yeah, LMU's done very well from where it was, you know. I almost died. I can feel that the car has got potential, but I just cannot nail the setup in a short space of time. Oh my God. I have to get a good last lapping, bro. All right, let's see. I've got a lot of built-in understeer. That wasn't good. That definitely wasn't good. No, we haven't, can't even take that flat, we're having to lift. Okay. I think we got about 4 attempts in it, I'll be honest, man.
Lap
34.9 by Justin. Right. I still think there's
Log building finished.
there's a lot to be gained in the setup, bro. I'm still not even close to being happy with the car. A little too understeery for my liking. But let's move. Put the fuel in. I'm not going to fall for that. Right now, the virtual energy sometimes doesn't match on the screen because now 65% is telling me 22 laps, which is incorrect. So you just need to be a little bit careful with the virtual energy at the moment. Let me... Man. Kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, bro. I want to change stuff in the setup, but I don't want to die. You know what I mean? Like, we're just freestyling right now. I could use a BMW setup I have for another track.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
But I don't know if it's going to be, you know, well received, should I say. Lads, we're risking it. We're absolutely risking it. We're risking it. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Hey, what could possibly go wrong with us risking it? You know. Right. Hey, I appreciate that, the edge.
You no longer go for a gap that exists.
Cheers for the follow, my bro.
Logging enabled.
I said we on ACC. I could never. Don't you dare speak about ACC when you're up in here. I ended up 7th, bro. This is diabolical. Right.
Formation lap has started.
All right. I've seen a couple races around here and it seems to be very easy to get a drive-through penalty, so I'm gonna try my hardest not to. I've seen a lot of people getting drive-through penalties, bro. I'm not risking it. I'm not even catching up, bro. This Donny's all slowing down in it.
Green flag, green flag.
I told you. Wow, I ended up 10th. No, now I'm 6th. I'm confused. He's trying to overtake on the grass. What is he doing? We're trying to stay safe, lads. That's all we're trying to do. Just stay safe, brother. You got screwed over, man. Okay, this is what the low wing was here for. Did we actually nail the setup by accident? Let's see. Anyway, we're up to 5th. I don't know. This is my first real race. The Porsche's a lot faster through the middle. Bro, I managed to fix the setup in time. Hallelujah. I knew it had pace, bro. I knew it. Yo, what's going on, JL? See, the struggle for me is in the slow speed. Can't quite get to their pace in the slow speed. Oh, thank you very much, brother. This is not bad for a freestyle setup, mate, I tell ya. Let's see what the pace is of the guys in front. Okay, they're pretty quick. Let's see if we can catch him. The leader's losing pace. The leader is losing pace, I think. They're reeling him in. No, I'm not using Qatar, bro. I made a new Qatar setup, to be honest. I made a setup for Qatar that was way faster. I managed to get it into the 57s with race fuel. Turn. That was not great, to be honest. Still a little understeering. Try to go a bit more rearwards. This is a bad lap. We're gonna be under pressure soon. Am I gonna drive the Valkyrie? Yeah, I probably will. I actually drove it earlier on today, to be honest. Like, the car could be much better through this corner as well. I can't nail the last corner. There's definitely work to be done. Yeah, channel members get access to setups. Either put them on the Discord member section, you know. Understand. That was tragic. We're losing pace. Yeah, front end's not turning in anymore. I'm struggling in the last corner. Yeah, I tried the AMG. It felt a little weird on the fixed setup.
If you no longer go for a
Cheers, JR. Appreciate it, bro.
you no longer listen, but
Yep, definitely struggling now. And tire wear is not too bad, but these guys are going quicker. The Ferrari's finding pace. Oh, dive bomb. Here come the LMPs. Wow, Porsche went off in the background. There goes Jimmy Broadbent. The front of the car is becoming increasingly difficult to turn now. Those guys behind had a big fight. We got new tracks already. What do you mean new tracks as in DLC? That's later on this year, I think. No wonder the Ferraris are flying right now. Look at the Ferraris, they're all picking up pace. Luckily, we got a lot of straight line speed. Okay, awkward. Yeah, I had to turn the force feedback up for the Merc. But I said it felt a little weird, and I didn't. I feel like the Porsche behind might have to save fuel. They're still pumping in the lap times at the front. Right, let me try and concentrate for a few laps. Not read chat. Bro, take the inside, man. Damn. That was awkward. The field spread in the LMP2s is so big, man. I feel like the LMP2s need to, I don't know. It's pretty tricky when you've got them in a race because the guys that are slow in the LMP2s, can be such a hindrance. Like, not a hindrance, but they hesitate a lot and it costs you so much, man. Bro, the field spread for them is crazy. Man, the guy in second still doing 35s. Yeah, the problem for us is the front end is completely gone. Yo, TC, how you doing, bro? I'll definitely have to test a different car here. Obviously, now knowing that the BMW's got 28 kgs of extra weight, probably the reason why we're falling off in terms of pace. Because we haven't really done anything to really kill the tires, you know? But the pace fall off is alarming. Do you know what car I wanted to test? I wanted to test the Ford. I wanted to test the Ford because it's been getting a rough time of it recently. Then again, I have no setup, I don't think. Or do I? Actually, I think I do. Oh, how am I still getting lapped by LMP2s, man? Bro, the guys who were leading LMP2 lapped me about 5-6 minutes ago. What, bro? I wonder what's gonna happen when the LMP3s come, man, because look, these guys in front of me are in LMP2s, they're not even pulling away. I think they're gonna have to put the LMP3s in, because the LMP3s are probably similar to like GTE speed, right? If we get the LMP3s in with the GT3s, the pace difference, I don't think is big enough between the LMP3s and the GT3s for it not to be carnage. But they're still doing 35s in the last lap. Whatever that weight penalty is for the BMW, yeah, it's definitely hurting the tire wear, bro. I thought that was the last lap. Apparently their pace is quick. The good thing I overfueled. That guy behind might be cooked. But the car's still increasingly nervous through there. Yeah, look at that. He just doesn't turn in anymore. Oh, yeah, he ran out of virtual energy. Penalty. Stop and go. Right, lads. 4th position. Hey, I feel like I did my best, lads.
Log building
Don't
finished.
feel like there was that much in it. Like, if you look, our ultimate speed was there. It's just that the drop-off was just crazy, bro. There was a couple Mercs. I think they got taken out at the beginning, right? What happened to... Where was the guy who was in the Ferrari? Wilder. So he didn't finish. Okay, this guy's done a 36.3 in the Ford. That is... I mean, that's kind of positive, to be honest. Hopefully I can get it in the 35s then. That was a very hard fought, very hard fought 4th place. Cheers, Dakar. I appreciate it, man. What I think of the new tire model? I think the new tire model is definitely more user friendly for the newer player, and for the older player. Like, a lot of people like the tire model. They like the difficulty. They like the sort of cutthroat nature of the last one. But if you really want that back, all you got to do is run the car more aggressively and over push it into a corner, and it's the same result. You know, it's not all the way back to what it was when you had crazy tire slip, and it's not as cutthroat as it was on the last patch. So I feel like it's in a healthy medium where most people will be able to get on with it without too many problems, you know? Yeah, I need to update liveries, bro. But the thing is, what I did is I just picked the old BMW and it kind of just changed into the new one. So, jobs are good in. I got plus 16. Trust me. Love to see it. Next, we're gonna take the Ford. This is for testing purpose only. For testing purposes only, we're gonna take the Ford. Ford, don't let me down, brother. Don't let me down. Got some new liveries, yeah? Alright. Alright, this one better. Do you predict bin juice? Nah, the Ford should be... Look, the problem the Ford had was that it was slow. Should be super stable. So we'll see. I need to get the BOP or the weight changes, because I need to see what they were, because that BMW, man, the fall off was crazy. I don't normally fall off too much on tires, but that was quite harsh. There's new things that count towards a DR. I didn't even see. Let me look. Let me look. You beat 20 drivers in quali. You lost to 6. You beat 23 drivers in the race. You lost to 3. Okay. Okay, they weren't happy about me losing in quali, wait. Like I said, look, this whole qualifying thing needs to get downgraded, mate. The importance of quali needs to be downgraded. I'm sorry. I will never change my stance on that, because it's just not that deep. And like, you got to remember, some cars are not even as good in quali anyway. Some cars, they get their, you know, their strength is race pace. So 17 clean laps, come on. That was actually quite tricky once the front end stopped turning in. You haven't touched online yet. Online's been running pretty smooth as well, to be fair. Right. We're just gonna rest. We're not even gonna practice, bro. We're not gonna practice. Straight, just in the Ford. What car have you been driving to say the force feedback feels different? Because the only difference to me was when I tried the AMG. That was the only car that felt different. All the other cars feel exactly the same. The AMG is the only car that felt different. I got in a BMW. I went around Qatar, and I did pretty much exactly the same time what I did before the update yesterday. Like, didn't feel any different to me. What car are you driving, bro? If it's the AMG, the Lambo, I haven't touched the Lambo yet, but I've not noticed any difference so far for me. The Mercedes I noticed a lot, and I think the reason why people are struggling with understeering stuff is because you don't have to run your TC as high as you did before, so you can run lower TC. So you've probably got your TC higher, and it's just over safe, and then it's just causing the car to understeer. Now you can run it a lot lower. If you look at some of the races earlier on, people were literally running like 111. You know what I mean? So I can't tell, man. The only car I could tell was the AMG felt off to me. That was the car that I struggled with, like, in terms of feeling the AMG. For sure. Mm, from the center, you have to turn more than you used to. That's weird. What wheel you got, bro? Yeah, I tried the Valkyrie earlier. It's the first car I tried when I played it this morning. It's nice, and the fact that the seat's like dead center as well. Quality. Valkyrie feels nice, man. Mm, yes, it's pretty comfortable to drive. As a tech, hey, that's out of my knowledge range, man. Those wheels is out of my knowledge range. Might just have to, like, I don't know, maybe might need to redo settings and stuff like that to fine tune it again. Yeah, you might just get to see me in a hypercar, maybe. Mm, If we can get enough rest in our arms. Right. So much time. Lexus on Interlagos. I don't know. I've not tried the Lexus. I'm about to try the Ford though. We shall see. This Muller guy is normally fast. There's a guy in the AMG, he's ranked highest in the lobby, so let's see what his pace is. There was someone in the last race, he was at the back, but he managed to get a 36.3 in the Ford, which I think is not too bad, so let's see. I've got a setup for the Ford, but it's old, but I'm going to try it, see if it works. I'm definitely going to have some videos to make, particularly about the TC, because now the TC is so different. We can almost get away with, like, I saw people running 0.00 and not stacking it, you know, so. Right. So what are we running in the Ford then? These are all on the same day. So we're running this one. This is in April. This is from April though. Ah, bro. Okay, so this is probably going to be too much TC. I got to figure out what's the best for this. We'll go with that. Be about 6. Right. Lads, we're taking big risks right now. Right, lads. This is a big risk. Can't lie. This is a very old setup. A very old setup. Not been driven since April. So yeah. Whatever happens, happens, brother. This is going to be a test. If the setup's sketchy and quality, we've got literally 2 minutes to fix it. Okay. We are ranked number 10 in the lobby, 10th. So we got to finish in the top 10, qualify in top 10. But I'm probably the only Ford. No, there's a couple, I think. My Ford brothers. Right, we're about to find out.
Enabled. We're
about to find out if this car is still cooked or if this setup is cooked. Bro, how are people still getting stop and goes at this stage in life? I know, but like, you gotta serve that stop and go, so it's like a waste. You know what I mean? Okay, right now it's very hard to judge because the tires are cold. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Okay. Dang. We might be cooked, lads. I've got flat spots already. I have flat spots, lads. It is GG's. Oh my God. Okay, still nice under braking. I might be able to make it work. Okay, that's sketch. Okay, it's very awkward in the slow speed. This car just feels heavy. That's what I'm feeling in the Ford right now, is weight. Oh my God. Don't hit the wall. Oh my days. Well, if we do it, we're gonna have to do it on battered tires because damn. We possibly could still get a top 10. It's not over. Bro, our flat spots are insane. We're gonna have to make the fastest setup ever. I just need to get one lap in. Just one lap. Okay, I know where the issues are. I can apply a fix. To think this setup used to be pretty damn fast around here. Well, of course, that is 2 patches ago. Wow, our wheel is shaking, bro. We're in 21st, bro. All right. Setup needs to be changed.
Log building finished.
I would need to do more testing, Toyota, man, to be honest. Right, I absolutely battered those tires in that bloody qualifying session, man. Right, let's fix this real quick. This needs fixing ASAP. I have to freestyle this. Telling ya.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
That down. Lads, we are on the clock right now. Absolutely on the clock. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is gonna work, lads. I generally don't know. But we can only try. Can only try. Right. No, go back, go back, go back. I need. Oh, that was close. That was close. I almost didn't put enough fuel in.
Formation lab has started.
Woo! That was close, lads. Right, what can we do? Have we done another miracle setup? There's still a couple of things I forgot to do.
Green flag, green flag.
Wow. That's how you do it. You just gotta be brave, lads. Okay, I've got no slow speed turning. What we do have is DRS. We got some straight line, lads. That's what we do have. Oh God, nearly died. Well, that guy had a drive-through. Nice. Free position.
Time 1:37.29.
The guy in the Ford's leading. It's got to be decent then. I just need to get good. Please, what are you doing? Man said there's no try, only do. But we're gonna try to do.
Time was a 1:36.57.
What is clear is that we certainly have some straight line speed advantage that we need to use. I think that the car's got potential, but it would need a decent setup for sure.
36.41.
Yo, he was getting absolutely bullied. They literally grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and said, get out of the way. Too far. No, it hasn't crashed for me, bro. To be honest.
Lap 1:37.60.
The Ford actually feels like it could be quite nice, you know? Like, it feels pretty solid. It's a little understeery, but very good on the brakes. Oh. The problem is the slow speed, you know? The slow speed is where it struggles.
That time was a 136.21.
Bro, I reckon with a setup, this thing will be rapid. I'm telling you. I'm pretty much lapping the same as the leader now.
That time was a 136.14.
I need these lot to fight in the last sector so I can get a run on the straight. They're so fast out of the corners, I can't do nothing. It's not like that curb. Oh my God. Yeah, it doesn't like the curbs for some reason. Yes, there you go. Come here. Get the full extent of this DRS.
Time 136.50.
Wow. What a turn of events. What the hell just happened to that guy? Look, his car is so much more agile. This guy saying F LMP2s, man.
Time 1:36.88.
This guy's just fast in the right places, bro. Yeah, this is where he just gets away, man. Can't do nothing. Oh, no turning whatsoever. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Here comes the LMPs.
Lap 1:36.87.
No, I haven't driven the Corvette. I do want to try it. The Corvette used to be rapid here. And now it's got some decent liveries too. I made the last corner. Bro, I can't do nothing out of that last corner. I have no idea. I don't have that the telemetry crash. I need to have a little look on the forums to see what issues people are struggling with since the update. For whatever reason, I feel like I've just got one of those lucky PCs, bro, that I just tend not to get the issues. How many of you guys that are having issues, how many of you guys are on AMD or Intel? Because the one thing I've noticed, right, my missus has Intel, and no, my missus has AMD, and whenever she gets like updates for her games, like Inzoi, or sometimes she can get issues, and I've noticed that with AMD sometimes. Whereas me, I'm Intel, I never get anything. That was the leader that crashed before. Right, hurry up, hurry up. We are catching the two Lambos ahead. Ah, that's where I needed to be close to him, man.
That time was a 1:36.98.
That was a good turn one. Am I using any plugins? Motec. Motec's pretty much the only thing I got. Bro, what the oh my god. Let's just turn in, I'm not there. Wow. Bro, these LMB2s, man, seriously. Wow. I'd like to say I'm surprised, but I'm just not. Bro, look how slow he is in the corners. Oh my god. Please, man. We need an open setup race in the GT3s away from the LMP2 drivers, man, because it's just pathetic at this point. Bro, apart from the like 2 or 3 at the front, they are always terrible drivers. I don't know what it is. I felt like for literally 0 practice, we've had decent pace in this car. When we're not getting took out, that is.
That time was a 1:36.76.
Yellow flags up ahead. I don't know what was going on there. I would say the drop off in the BMW is much bigger than the drop off in the Ford. And we're lapping faster than the leader right now, bro. It's a pity we had such a poor quality.
Time 1:36.78.
I said before, I think the tire model is more forgiving for the newer users, you know. It's not massively different in terms of if you push the limits, you can still bin it. But it just means like you can get away with a little bit more. Not in terms of slip, but in terms of how aggressive you can go in the setup. I still don't think there's like massive slip and you can just be sideways out of the corners and sideways through the fast corners like you used to be able to. But I don't mind it. This is a rubbish lap.
Lap 137.11.
Yeah, with a proper setup, this car would have been decent, I think. On ultimate pace, we're nowhere near what we did in the BMW, but still. You had a bit more time with the BMW. And I haven't driven this Ford in months. I got way too much fuel. Okay, so the Ford's still very good on fuel.
6.79.
Yellow flags. I think we're gonna try the Ford again tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm gonna make a proper setup and we can see the difference. We actually almost had 3 extra laps worth of fuel. $36.4 on the last lap. $36.4 on the last lap compared to the fall off in the BMW is crazy. Yo. So mate, how you doing, bro? I don't feel like it's reverted full back because to the extent of how you could slip the cars beforehand was pretty crazy. Let me just save this quick as a base. I don't feel like you can particularly be cyber, at least I can't. I don't feel like you can particularly be like completely sideways and just easily hang on to that slip angle, you know? Is the Mustang back? I believe it will be, basically, once I put a proper setup in it, it'll probably be mid-35s, but the tyre wear is great and the fuel consumption's very good as well, so we'll see, man. I definitely, I had no time to really make a setup. I put a setup on that was from April. and it didn't work. So I had to quickly make some changes just before the race, sorry. So that was literally a thrown together setup. And look, the front left is still on 93%, which is crazy compared to what the BMW was on. The BMW apparently has been given extra weight. So next time I need to take 58%. Okay. The virtual energy bar is off right now. That's one thing I do want to let you guys know. A lot of the time when you go in, the virtual energy bar is a little bit off. Remember, when I started the race, I put this to 65 and it said it was 20.8 laps. And then 65 actually ends up being 23.3 laps, which is why I had so much fuel at the end. You know? So you have to remember that this, at the moment, is slightly off. Yo, Shumi, how you doing, bro? Like, people think the slip's back to how it was before, but bro, nah. If I was to show you a video of Kaiki Oliveira driving around Sebring and you see how much slip this guy was using, you ain't doing that now. Like, no chance you're doing that now. You'll be binning it still. All I will say is now you can definitely, you know, be more aggressive with your setup and that. Go ahead, bro. Man said, my hands hurt, I regret nothing. The AMG, I will say this, the AMG on the fixed setup, from what I felt when I tried it, it feels extremely understeery, and there's something with the steering that feels a little off for me. When I tried it, the AMG felt like delayed almost, you know? Where did you send it in my Discord? Yo, I know who this guy is, bro. This is Matthew, isn't it? Yo, bro. Hold on. Yo, I like watching this guy, bro. Hold up. Let's watch Matthew. Bro, this is like carnage, man. Yo. Bro, everyone's dead. That is funny. That is funny, bro. Yo, that looked like carnage, mate. Oh, you look, go follow him on Twitch, man. What's his, hold on, let me get back up. Because I follow him on Twitch, bro. He's live. Sabri Sim Racing. Hold on. Or is it Saber? Yeah, follow him, bro. Yo, that is hilarious. Yo, Camille, how you doing, bro? How you been finding the update? Have you done any laps yet? I feel like the Mustang like you can get it fast, but I don't know if it's going to be able to compete still with the mid-engine cars, because like as you could like once I get towards the last sector, you just don't have the turning, man. Yeah, I did a few laps around Spa. The Mercedes felt a little bit off to me. Yeah, the car's seriously slow. I think maybe the default setup's not the best. It's very, very understeery. Very understeery. So I don't know. Hopefully the BOP is. I'm hoping that the BOP is better, bro. I'm hoping that they do some work with the BOP, because once the big competitions start, once the esports competitions start and stuff, which I imagine they will, the cars have got to be closer in terms of the balance, because I don't know, like my feeling is you can get some cars very fast, but there's just a limit to what you can achieve, man. And trying to get the rotation out of the Mustang in the last corner was not an easy task at Brazil, but maybe that was just the setup I was using. We definitely had a lot of straight line speed, so I could probably sacrifice a lot of that, get some more turning, but we'll see, man. Yeah, there'll always be a meta, but as long as it doesn't matter if there's a meta, as long as it's closely followed by at least 2 or 3 cars. And then to me, that's when you're talking. I don't expect all 10 cars to be perfectly in line, but I feel like if you got 10 GT3s, at least 4 of them have to be viable for it to have a decent mixture. Otherwise, just get it populated by just one car, which is horrible. The one thing I will say about the AMG, it sounds amazing, but definitely something needs to be done with that with that base setup, and maybe the pace of the car is still a little bit off. Who knows? Yeah, of course, esports drivers will pick the best car, but a lot of esports teams they're bound to certain cars. Like certain teams, they're contracted with certain cars. So for instance, if it's like Williams Esports, where they were sort of contracted to Mercedes, they can't drive no other car. If the car is just poor in the game, then they've got no choice. Luke Whitehead, for instance, he drives for Ferrari Esports. He can't drive any other car. So let's say, for instance, Team Redline, for example. Let's say, for instance, if the Ferrari is just seriously bad, he's just stuck. Nothing you can do. And there's a lot of esports teams that are assigned to certain cars. So, Yo, Jeff, what's going on, bro? Yo, I just watched your clip, bro. That was insane. Yo, that clip at Monza is comedy, mate. Bro, how did that even happen? I haven't even tried the Valkyrie online yet. I'm too scared for my driver ranking. I can't lie. Nah, bro, that was crazy. Nah, man, that clip is comedy, bro. You gotta upload that clip to that what's that channel that does all the clips for LMU? Man was doing up rally on the gravel. Would I say the BOP is not good for endurance, sprint, or both? I haven't done no extensive testing in terms of like the cars now in open setup, but it's just a general feeling that you can kind of get more pace out of the mid-engine cars right now. Yeah, that needs to be uploaded, bro. I might even put it in that Discord myself. My son just came to clear my name, you know? Yo, you're too funny, man. Hey, take care, bro. Have a good stream, man. Yeah, in terms, let's have a little talk about the BOP at the moment before I get off. If you ain't subscribed to Sabri, bro, make sure you jump over to Twitch and follow him as well, man. But yeah, let's have a little talk about the BOP. Right now, unfortunately, the leaderboard's not showing up, so we're not getting to see what's dominating the top of the leaderboards at the moment. So there's that, which is kind of annoying. But I would say, like, just from when I drive, for instance, when I drove the Ferrari, I feel like I don't even need to have a very good setup to be fast. You know what I mean? At the moment, I feel like to get anything out of the Ford or even the BMW, your setup has to be like nailed on. Whereas the Ferrari, I can drive something that feels understeery, doesn't feel like it's got the best traction, but when I cross the line, the lap time is still faster than what I'm doing in like the BMW when I've got a setup that I actually like. That's where I kind of feel like things were just before this patch came out. So I don't know exactly what it's going to be saying now, but we shall see. I haven't been driving the Lambo all that much. I need to give the Lambo some more attention. I like the Porsche, is nice. The Aston is like a dark horse, and again, there's a lot of cars where we're not too sure about now. With the added rear grip, the Corvette could be extremely viable, bro. The Corvette could be insanely viable, because particularly around Brazil. I remember the Corvette used to be rapid because normally I'm not a fan of the short gears that the Corvette has, but for Brazil, they are perfect. Look at BMW livery. Yeah, I've seen the BM liveries. They're pretty cool. Races. Porsche got bopped. Yeah, BMW's got some nice ones, man. The Corvette finally's got some decent liveries, bro. This is alright still. I'd probably rock the red. I'd probably rock this. And I prefer the all yellow Corvette. That's cool, but I prefer the all yellow or all the red. Yeah, I tried the Beamer, and it was, my race pace was good. I was down in the 35.6s or whatever, but apparently it's got a weight penalty at Interlagos, so I noticed that the tires dropped off a lot, and that's the issue with BOPing things via weight, is that you get the double-edged sword of slowing the car down, but also you get the increased tire wear as well. So it makes the car like kind of unusable, because you got to think this is only a half an hour race, and my pace dropped off to around 1.3 seconds. You know, by the end, like I was about 1.3 seconds slower. And if you look at my last lap in the Ford, I was only 0.3 slower. So, you know, you don't want to completely kill a car's tire wear. This is only a half an hour race. Imagine what it would have been like after 53 minutes, an hour, or whatever. Should bot be hidden to the public? No. I think when the cars are BOP'd, I think it helps give us an understanding. You know what I mean? Because let's say, for instance, if they boosted let me look at a car that no one drives, bro. Let's say they boosted the McLaren, didn't tell nobody, no one would ever really find out because no one uses it. Every car got bopped except the Mustang. Damn. I don't get why the Mustang's just getting abused like this. Like, why is it just not important? it's not the car. Post it in my Discord, bro. Because I'll probably forget. Every car got bopped to sector must. I need to find the change log so I can see. Mustang is the baseline for lap time. So what happens when the other lap times for other cars are a lot quicker than the Mustang then? That's kind of confusing me. Hold up, I need to let me put my Discord in the chat. I don't think JR's here. Fine, general. If it allows me to post. Oh. Cheers, Joe. What's the best car now? I'm not too sure. I think a lot of testing needs to be done. It's I don't know. It's weird, man. Like, obviously, it's different for each track. No two tracks are going to be the same. I think there's a lot of cars that are dark horses, but for me, if we're talking about the future of LMU and particularly like endurance races, that's where I feel like we're gonna truly find out what the balance of the cars are. And I think if we just look at the history, like obviously where a lot of us came from ACC, and you can see it like ACC, we used to have the AOR hot lap lobby and the LFM hot lap lobby, and people were always able to do like insanely fast times in whatever car. Like it didn't really matter. You could get a lot of times very, very close in lap time, but it's only when you do the endurance races or the longer races where you truly see, you know, some cars just completely die on tire wear. Some cars are just fast in quali. You know what I mean? So that's going to be the true reflection when we get there. Yo, Shark, how you doing, bro? I like the update, man. I feel like generally for most people should be able to get along with it, you know? A lot of people saying that the slips back and stuff. I don't believe the slips back. I believe there's more slip than there was before. I think there's an allowable limit where it's not too over the top. And then a lot of people saying it's much more understeery and stuff like that. And a lot of that is just the fact that you can get away with running less TC. So running high TC levels like what we were doing previous to this patch, it's just going to create understeer. So, you know, just bear that in mind. You can get away with running your TC, all the TCs lower than before. Of course, like if you run high TC majority of the time, it just induces understeer and just makes it a lot harder to turn the car. And then what happens is people start overturning the steering wheel because they've got understeer in the corners, and then they start killing their tires. So it's, you know, you can create two problems out of one issue. But I think it's good for the general player because no one wants to get on and just feel like, yo, I can't drive anything apart from one car because in every other car, I don't feel safe. It almost didn't feel safe in some cars, you know? Yeah, I think it's in a good state for everyone. Like, basically, put it like this, right? Let's say tomorrow, LMU was going on console. It will be much more well received how it is now than how it was on the patch before, even though for me personally I was totally used to how you had to drive on the last patch. But I feel like for people that are just getting into it, just starting off, the skill gap was extremely big, you know. It's got to be fun too. as much as we all want it to be as realistic as possible, it's got to have a degree of fun, or else you don't have a market if it's not fun. Hardcore sim races only can't save you. I mean, you need newbies, you need people that are just finding an interest in it at the same time. But it's cool. Like, maybe now we might start seeing more people driving a Corvette and stuff. Is there a practice lobby open? But the reason I know you definitely can't get away with running, like the slip is not the same as it was before, because I ran my Mustang setup from not the last patch but the patch before that, and yeah, I died like 2-3 times in quali instantly. It was way too aggressive. You can't get away with that. So what car are you driving, Shark? Yeah, I mean, like some people like the last time model. I didn't mind it. I'll just get used to it anyway. But if you look at the general perception, it was very split down the middle. You know what I mean? Most of the guys who are more experienced or higher skill level or whatever, they were fine with it. A lot of the people that were trying to find their way didn't like it at all. What the good thing was, it forced you to evaluate your own driving, not to overturn the car. You know what I mean? It forced you to do things like that. No, I did. I was practicing Qatar last night in the BMW with 16 laps worth of fuel. I did a 57.8, and then I jumped on after the update in the BMW Evo and did a 57.7. So I went a tenth quicker. So there was no difference for me, at least at that track. Cheers, man. I'll take a look at the podcast later, bro. Liking a Lambo. Let's have a little look at the Corvette, bro. The Corvette is another dark horse, bro. So I'm wondering how it's going to feel, because they did say they improved rear grip in general, which is probably the Corvette's weakness. Hold up. Hey, yo, babe. You making? Huh? For me? Yeah. That's love. That's love right there. Come on. Cheese. And my missus is too good. Too good. All right, let's look at this car, bro. All right, let's look at my old setup for this car. Because this setup at the time was absolutely rapid. Have I? No, it's gone. It's gone. No way. When was it? Nah, bro, it's gone. I'm upset. No, here it is. Is this it? Nah, this is not it. Oh my god. Must have deleted it, bro. Unlucky. Again, this is a setup from April. Yeah, look how much TC this had. I'm gonna say 444. Let's open that up a little bit. Okay. What else? What's the suspension saying? Oh. Yeah, this is kind of aggressive, I can't lie. Alright. ITO. Alright, let's try it, bro. Let's try it.
Logging enabled.
Okay. Am I liking the in-car camera right now? I'm just trying this before I get off, lads. Do a few laps. Oh my God. Okay, the back end is going to be very sketchy. I already know that. Oh my, yep. Okay. Can't get away with that. Can't get away with that.
Log building
He's
finished.
not having it. All right, let's just go to the default, shall we? Where is? How do I load the default, bro? Damn. Default. Anywhere? Default. Load default. Let's see what the default is. Get rid of that camber. Let's see. ABS 9. Balance that out a little bit. 1.5 packers on the front. Kind of like an understeery mess. What's the wing saying? 7.5. Max is 9.3. What's the lowest? 0.5. Alright. Oh, if I could remember that setup that I had, man. Oh my days. That keeps a bit of front toe. I'm not going to touch the dampers right now. We run with this. Remember, it wasn't the greatest over that. Wasn't the greatest over that first curb. Alright. Why am I getting off? Because it's 10:30, mate. What do you mean? Oh, what did I have the preload on? I'm gonna leave it for now.
Logging enabled.
Let's see if we can catch up. Oh, I didn't change my tires, did I? Oh, I did. Alright, we got 7 minutes. Test the Corvette out. One of these days, I think I'm just gonna set up a private lobby for a few hours and just do some testing. What's gonna be crazy with the endurance races, right, is the tire changes where you change tires without tire warmers in the middle of a race. Now that is gonna be very interesting. Oh, very understeery. Cold tires though. A box of loose screws. Maybe that's just how it sounds, bro. Bit awkward through turn 1. Oh. Damn. That wasn't part of the plan. The setup's still quite understeery. The Corvette was always very good through the last corner. I have flat spotted my tires a little bit.
Time 1:47.00.
We're trying to bin it here again. Oh, nearly binned it. Wow, it turns into that corner so nice, bro. I feel like the Corvette's gonna be decent, you know, on open setup anyway. It depends what the tire wear is gonna be like.
Lap 1:37.20.
Alright, one thing I can already tell is the brake bias is too far to the front because I can feel the ABS kicking in. But it doesn't feel particularly difficult to drive. Oh yeah, my TC settings were way too high. I forgot. Dang. This car's gonna be a dark horse. I'm almost certain. All right, tomorrow, what we'll do, because obviously I'm streaming tomorrow, what we'll do is I'm gonna make a setup for the Mustang and for the Corvette. And we're going all American tomorrow, bro. And we're gonna see what we can get out of it, man. But yeah. But guys, listen. It's been wonderful. Hopefully you guys are back tomorrow. What should I do tomorrow? Do you guys want to do like a private server where we just jump in and just grind some laps and practice? It's up to you. We can do that, or we can do some more races at Interlagos. I think that might be the agenda. That might be the agenda. But yes, lads. Appreciate you all for stopping by and all that good stuff. Enjoy your evenings. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow 7:30. So yeah, catch you guys in a bit. Cheers, Poochie man. All right, bless up, bless up.